high, staring into nature. I use the word high and stone so that you can understand the feeling of it, because I cannot really express the feeling. So I use the word stoned or high so that you can understand I'm feeling really great and awesome just looking into the nature. And today I'm going to talk about how it is happening. And so probably in my previous video I have been discussing about this, but how is this happening? So it happened all of a sudden, and one day I was sitting, and then I was looking into the nature, staring it for 5 minutes, and then I just got lost into the nature and I got scared. I didn't understand, but it's been now 2 to 3 weeks. So I've been understanding it, how it's happening, and I will give you a little bit more explanation about how it's really happening, how you need to look into the nature. So there is a specific way that you look into the nature. You actually let go your thoughts, and then you look into the nature being alive. That means you focus on your ears and you focus on your surroundings, and you're really into nature, you're really alive. And also you shouldn't be judging, like it's a beautiful water, trees, and all of that thing. And also when I'm looking outside, it's mountains, water, trees, beautiful sky, and also it depends upon the nature. If the nature is too vibrant, if it's windy, then also it's beautiful, but it's different experience. But when the nature is calm, so your mind kind of syncs with nature and it becomes part of it. And there is a mind for the nature, and there is mind for you, and the cells in your body connects with the nature. That's what's happening. And I also understood how it's happening. So usually when you look at TV or when you listen to someone, it's going to affect you mentally. Even though you don't understand, it's going to pop up in your mind 2 days after, 1 year after, even some things pop up in your mind. The things in your past is going to pop up in your mind, and it's going to keep on popping up in your mind because you have watched it, you have observed it, and you have taken into you. Now while you observe nature, what's happening is you're becoming alive. You're actually letting go everything and you're becoming alive. Your cells and your everything in your body is opening up. That's what's happening. So that's why I gave an example of TV, or gave an example of someone talking and staring into nature. So there is a way that you stare into nature. It's just not like looking into nature. And this happened to me all of a sudden. And I didn't understand initially, because you look at the nature all the time, but it just happened. And I started to understand why. So there's a meditative way you look into the nature. You look into the nature, letting go your thoughts. And if your thoughts are running, it's gonna block you from getting connected to the nature, in the sense that getting lost or getting high or getting stoned. So if the thoughts are the main blocking point. And the way I look at the nature is, it depends upon the day. Some days I look a lot, because the activities that I do in the daytime or the previous day I did might have a lot of thinking going on. So in order for me to let go, it's going to take some time. So it depends upon my previous day, how much thinking process have been going on. So when I look into the nature, it's going to take some time for me to let go the thoughts. And it's a beautiful experience. And I'll also tell you how I get really high. So when I look outside, from my window, it's mountains, it's ocean, it's trees, skies, and it's beautiful, right? And so when I look, I don't judge anything, I don't identify with names or anything, I just stare at it. And what I do is I just turn my head in this fashion, okay, and start to glare at everything. And what happens is this staring, like initially when I stare like this. I'm very pretty fast, probably because my thoughts are running, and then it slows down, and then it slows down, and then I cannot even, move my head, like, and then I come back, and then I do my chakras after that. Just looking into the nature, I focus on the energy point, because right now you are in a state where you can focus anywhere. You can focus outside, you can focus inside, because you are totally alive, and that's a different state. And I cannot explain you the experience, but what I'm trying to say is stare into the nature and try to meditate. And I'm just trying to explain you my experience, how it's happening, because it might be odd for some people to just say I'm staring into the nature and I'm getting high. So they would be like, what the hell is he talking about? But it's true. Like, you can stare into the nature and you can get high, you can get stoned, you can feel really awesome. And so practice looking into the nature and practice meditating. Thank you and namaste.